Do you want to know how to negotiate the best rent possible for you as a massage therapist? My name is Mark Benz. I own the largest multidisciplinary clinic in Canada, and I am here today to tell you how to get the best rent possible as a massage therapist. Value is the key word here. Where is the value for the clinic owner? And it's so important. Now, you could have just 2 people in your clinic. You could have 22 people in your clinic. But the owner is looking, where is the value in this therapist? And so there are 3 areas you can look at. You can look at relationships, you can look at the metrics or the numbers of your practice, and then ultimately you're going to look at, is the practice sustainable? So are you as a massage therapist a sustainable part of the clinic? Let's go back to relationships. Relationships. Are you helping others in the clinic? If you've got receptionists, are you a help to the receptionist? Or are you a hinder? You know, I got a clinic, we got 45 therapists in here now. Some therapists go up to the receptionist and are constantly bitching at them. You did this wrong, you didn't book this one right, you didn't do this, blah, blah. It's like, of course mistakes are made in a big business like this. But if you're always harping on the mistakes, you can see how people might go, wow, you know what? That's not very supportive. And if you're in a team environment, make sure you're being supportive. You can certainly communicate those problems, but maybe give it to the owner directly in another way. Maybe give it to the receptionist, not in real time. You know, give it to them afterwards. So you can communicate the issues. But if you're always harping on the negative and what's going wrong, I assure you, the business owner is just looking at you like, this person's just a drag. And then if you're around other people, are you referring to other people? Do you actually have a therapeutic team? So maybe are there physiotherapists in your clinic? I don't know. Whatever your practice is, make sure you're a valuable, vital part of the community. Because if you're not, you're the opposite. And if you're the opposite, it's very hard for someone to look at you and say, hey, you know what? It really pays to give this person the best rent possible. And so in our clinic, we have rent that goes all over. It runs the gambit. Because here's a great example. Imagine a therapist been out 21 years to a therapist that's been out 21 days, right? Imagine how much more support this 21-dayer needs as opposed to someone been around 21 years in your company, working hard, still has the same passion, totally amazing. You can imagine you probably want to keep this person around. There's other reasons why they stay, but rent is important. So I would be giving the best rent to that person. So relationships, really, really important. Second thing we want to look at are the numbers. Now let's go back to the 21-dayer and the 21-yearer. You can imagine that the 21-dayer is going to a lot more new patients. There's a lot more new patients not booking with them because they just haven't learned the skill set of building the therapeutic relationship. If you just look at those 2 factors, new patients and are they rebooking, there is a vast difference between the 21-year and the 21-dayer. Again, who am I giving the best massage therapy rent to? I'm giving it to this 21-year. Okay? So metrics, really important. We talk about this in other videos. We talk about it in the course. Make sure you have your metrics. You're following them. You understand them. You're making changes when necessary. Third thing we're looking at is the overall practice. So you can see, like in my business, we have a multidisciplinary clinic. We've got about 7 different professions. I'm looking at each therapist, because they're independent contractors, I'm looking at each therapist as an independent business. So is this a sustainable business? And we'll go back in a relationships. Or do they have great relationships in the clinic? How do they deal with the receptionist? Now when we look at the metrics, how are the metrics? One thing I look at in a sustainable practice is, are they getting a lot of personal referrals? So are therapists referring to them? And are clients or patients referring people to them? If they are, that becomes very sustainable, right? And so you can look at it and you can clearly say, because the biggest cost in a business and the biggest variable are new patients. So if a new patient comes in, sees this person, and then that person just leaves because they didn't see a therapeutic relationship that they wanted to have, my God, you got to fill it up again. So a sustainable practice needs to be achieved. When you've got a sustainable practice, you're in a winning place to get the best rent possible as a massage therapist. So think about those variables. Where are you at your clinic? What are you doing to provide all that value? The more value you provide, the better rent you're going to get. Get out there, guys. Take action. Can't wait to see you in the next video.